If you've been scrolling through endless listings, watching video after video, and still can't decide which thermal monocular actually makes sense for your nighttime hunting trips, this review is here to clear that up. I've spent the last few weeks testing the ZEISS DTI 620s in a variety of real-world scenarios, from a low-light backyard deer stand to a midnight hike in a national park looking for elusive wildlife. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest hesitation most buyers have with any thermal camera is the fear of ending up with a gadget that looks great on paper but leaves you squinting in the dark or fiddling with menus while the animal you're tracking disappears. The DTI 620 tries to answer that fear head-on with a few design choices that actually matter when you're out on the range. It's built around ZEISS's ZSIP Pro image technology, which essentially means the sensor and processing pipeline have been tuned specifically for thermal imaging, not just repurposed from a regular camera. In practice, that translates to a clearer, higher contrast picture on that AMOLED display, even when the ambient temperature is close to the target's body heat. One of the first things I noticed was how quickly the device wakes up. You press the power button, the screen pops to a bright, colorful thermal view within a second, and the focus lock engages automatically. The autofocus feels confident because it's not hunting for contrast like a visible light lens. The thermal signature is already high contrast, so the system can lock in on a deer at 150 meters without you having to fine-tune anything. That confidence matters when you're crouched in a blind and have only a split second before a buck bolts. Low-light behavior is the whole point of a thermal monocular, and the DTI 620 delivers a surprisingly stable image in the darkest conditions. I tested it on a moonless night with temperatures hovering just above freezing. The thermal picture remained crisp, and the built-in image enhancement kept edges defined. The 4 preset scene modes like open field and dense forest help you get a good baseline without digging through menus. If you have a favorite hunting spot with a particular mix of foliage, you can save up to 5 custom scenes, which means you never have to remember the exact temperature range you set. The camera does it for you. Battery confidence is another real-world concern. ZEISS packs a removable lithium-ion pack that gave me roughly 4 to 5 hours of continuous use before the low battery warning kicked in. That's enough for a full day of scouting, moving between blinds, and even a quick night drive. The good news is you can swap the battery on the field. There's no need to power down the whole unit, which is a small but handy convenience when you're chasing that late-season buck. Now, let's talk about practicality. The monocular's shape is ergonomically neutral. Right-handed and left-hand users both find it comfortable to hold, thanks to a balanced weight distribution and a grip that doesn't slip even when you're wearing gloves. The control layout is simple: a single main button for power, a dial for zoom, up to 6, and a tactile button for cycling through scene presets. I didn't feel the need to dive into a deep menu system, which is a relief for anyone who's ever been frustrated by a camera that hides essential functions behind a maze of submenus. Storage is often overlooked, but the DTI 620 gives you 16 GB of internal memory, enough for several hundred high-resolution thermal videos and photos. That's useful if you want to review your shots later or share them with a guide. The ZEISS Hunting app makes the transfer painless. You can pair the monocular with your phone, stream live video, and even annotate frames. I used the live stream feature during a scouting trip with a friend who was sitting in the vehicle while I was in the field. The instant feed helped us decide where to set up without me having to call out over the radio. So, who should actually buy this thing? If you're a serious hunter or wildlife enthusiast who spends nights in the field and needs a reliable thermal view without the hassle of a bulky scope, the DTI 620 is a strong candidate. Its quick autofocus, robust scene presets, and livestream capability make it especially useful for those who want to document their outings or collaborate with a partner remotely. It also fits well for photographers who want a compact thermal solution for nighttime wildlife photography, thanks to the high-resolution AMOLED screen that shows you exactly what you're capturing. On the other hand, if you're a casual weekend hunter who only goes out a few times a year, you might find the price point a bit steep compared to entry-level thermal scopes that offer fewer customization options. Similarly, if you're looking for a device that doubles as a daylight camera with interchangeable lenses, this monocular stays firmly in the thermal niche. It doesn't have a lens ecosystem beyond its built-in optics. Finally, anyone who expects a battery that lasts a full 8th-hour hunt without swapping